Yo, YouTube was good, family. How y'all doing? It's been 2 weeks since I made a video because normally you guys know like I love making my rain videos. I'm pretty sure you guys like it. You guys watching, you could like the video. Don't be shy. You know. Um. Yeah. When it's a lot when it rains. It's not raining right now in New York City, but when it rains, I could definitely make a lot of rain videos and I could just talk about my life and reflect on my life, and I love meditating in the rain. I do that sometimes. And another thing is, I'm pretty sure y'all like, yo, why does this nigga keep putting up a lot of Chris Brown, short videos? Because Chris Brown sings for all the glory of glory. You get what I mean? Like, he sings for the glory, and that's the big bro. You feel me? His voice is such healing, and it gives me hope. Cause like I said, you guys, like I suffer from a lot of depression. I have a lot of problems, just like everybody else. And his voice is very uplifting from God. And I have a lot of songs in my playlist from him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for having, my boy Chris Brown. That's the big homie. You feel me? That's the big bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the king of the king of R&B. You get me? So yeah. But I hope y'all like my short videos too. But man, you know what's crazy, man? It's funny how I made a jail video like 2 weeks ago, and then I did some dumb shit on April 13th, right? It was on a Sunday, I think. So boom, Sunday, right? I was in Manhattan, working and shit. And then after I was done working, I went to Times Square just to like, walk around, get some food. And then, because the weekends, Manhattan is very packed in Manhattan on the weekends. It's always packed on the weekends in Manhattan. And Manhattan is my stomping grounds. That's my hangout spot. So, boom, after I'm done walking around, I did some dumb shit. I don't know why I took that route, but that's not my route. Cause normally I gotta take the A train to go all the way back home to Far Rockaway. But anyways, so I took a different route into a different subway station. Okay, so now y'all know that Red Lobster on 7th Avenue and I think 40. I think it's between 40th Street or some shit. Anyways, so I went down into this into the subway, and my dumb ass did some dumb shit and hopped the turnstile. So I hopped it. I goes down the stairs. Next thing you know, I'm walking. I see about 4 or 5 cops. They stop me. They put their body cam on me. Long story short, I had a warrant for my arrest because last year I hopped the turnstile again and I didn't pay for that ticket. So when they said I had a warrant for my arrest, I didn't even lash out or yell or anything. I was just calm about the whole thing, about the whole situation. I was just very calm because I knew what I did was wrong, and I knew I didn't pay that last ticket from like last year when I hopped it in Harlem on 145th. Um. So yeah, I get arrested. They take all my belongings and shit like that. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's looking at me as I'm in handcuffs, but I'm like very calm about the situation. I didn't talk back to them like I said. Um, so I goes upstairs. They take me into the cop car. Um, so it's me and 3 cops in the cop car. Now the cop, that nigga was speeding from like 40th Street all the way to 59th Street, because that's where the precinct they took me to. Like, it's a precinct literally downstairs in the train station, from Central Park. So, anyways, I get to the precinct. They take all my belongings away from me, like I said. I get my mug shot, all that bullshit. And I was so cool and calm with the cops and respectful and shit. So they gave me water and they gave me Popeyes because one of the cops, when I was in the they have like little cells and shit. They have little cells in the precinct where they hold you until you go see the judge. So I'm in there or whatever. So they give me water and they give me Popeyes because one of the cops, he came in with some Popeyes, and I asked him like, "Yo, can I have some Popeyes? Or can I have some food?" Yeah, that's what I said. My fault. Can I have some food? I'm hungry. He said, "Sure. I got some Popeyes for you." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So literally, I had a biscuit, and I think I had a fish. I had a biscuit, fish, and fries. And I was like, wow, I shouldn't be eating this because I felt guilty because what I did was wrong. I shouldn't be eating it. But I was so hungry and shit. So I told the cop, thank you. He disappears for like a couple of hours and shit. So now me and this older guy, he's like Nigerian or African, but he was mad cool. Me and him was just talking, chopping it up and shit. He was telling me about how he got like 5 kids. He got like 3 girls and 2 boys. And how he's like, he lived in Staten Island and he had a warrant out there, some shit. I don't know. So but he was cool. So like I said, we was chopping it up and shit, just talking about life and shit, laughing and shit like that. And yeah, yo, when they take you into intake or whatever for you to go see the judge, I wasn't there for about maybe, cause I got arrested around like 6 something, so I didn't get out until like literally the next day, 4 a.m. in the morning, because normally when you get locked up on the weekends, you don't see the judge until Monday. But so yeah, what you call it? So yeah, I'm sleeping. We sleeping and shit in the cell or whatever. It's every hour. It was a new guy coming in into the precinct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what you call it? It was this one guy or whatever. He came in the precinct. That nigga was an angry motherfucker, yo. He was telling the cops to suck my dick. He was just saying that shit mad loud. Excuse my language, but he was just saying mad explicit language, to the cops. Just being really disrespectful and shit, because I guess they locked him up because he was like sleeping on the train or some shit. And he felt disrespected that they locked him up for that. So anyways, they put that nigga in a chair. Like, they locked that nigga down in the chair. Like, literally locked him down in one of them chairs so he couldn't move or whatever, because he was, like, going crazy at the police, yelling at them and stuff like that. So what they did was they put him into the cell where me and the African dude was, like laying down at. So they told me to get up and they moved me to another cell. And then the African dude, somehow, that nigga, he left. So I guess he went to go see the judge or whatever, because I didn't see him no more after that. After the new guy came in yelling, saying suck my dick and shit. So the whole time I'm like in a little celly or whatever at the precinct, I'm just like thinking, I'm like, overthinking about my life and shit. I'm like, damn, I did some dumb shit. Like, why the fuck I hopped the turnstile and shit? You feel me? So I was just overthinking, but I knew I was good, And so finally it was my time to go see the I guess to go see the judge or whatever. So it was me and three older guys and shit. All of them stink. They smell like piss, like literally piss. And I was tight, but I had to be a man about it, just to get out the situation. You know what I'm saying? Never hop the turnstile again. You feel me? So, anyways, they sent us to on the van or whatever, all chained up and shit. So we drive all the way down to like lower Manhattan, like courthouses over there. It's like around like one police plaza, like lower Manhattan, like by the Brooklyn Bridge. You feel me? Where the other inmates be like probably be at. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, we goes down to lower Manhattan. They taking my fingerprints. Like I said, I had to take my picture, my mug shot. Long story short, the cop says I'm getting DP'd. So I'm like, DP? What the fuck that mean? So the cop told me, oh, I'm good. Like they not gonna charge me. I'm like, oh shit. In my head, I'm like, damn, thank you. So I'm in handcuffs. I'm following the cop. He's, we going through doors, we going downstairs and shit. Just going through mad doors and shit through the facility, I guess. And cause I thought I thought I was about to go see the judge, but I didn't see the judge. Shit was crazy. I don't know how I didn't see the judge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm following the cop. We walking through the courtroom and shit. Literally no one's there because it's like 3-4 in the morning. And yeah, the cop said I'm getting DP'd. So basically they let me out. And I told the cop, wow, man, like that shit crazy, thanks. He was mad cool and shit, some Indian cop. I think I'm older than him or some shit. So they gave me all my paperwork and shit. They telling me I gotta go to one police plaza to get the rest of my money they took from me. So yeah, I got out literally 4 a.m. in the morning, but they didn't give me a Metro card to get on the train. So I walked from the courthouse or whatever, from like Lower Manhattan to Canal Street, and then I got on the train and shit. And then I took the train back up to 59th Street to that precinct, got my belongings back or whatever. And basically, yeah, man. Basically, yeah, I got my stuff back, and then took the train going back home. I didn't get home until like 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, damn, son, I did some dumb shit. Like, I don't know why I even hopped the turnstile. I know better. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, when you know better, you do better. You feel me? And that situation was really my fault, and I'm a dumbass for hopping the turnstile. And I take accountability for for my actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. Like, whatever you do in this life, you have to take you have to own up to it. And like I said, I wasn't surprised when I got arrested, when I had a warrant, because I knew I didn't pay that ticket. But it's just so crazy because I was telling the African guy when I was like in the cell with, like, I literally made a jail video, and then boom, I gets locked. I gets arrested and go to the precinct for a few hours, and yeah, I get out. I didn't have to see the judge and shit, thankfully, because I thought they was gonna send me to I thought I was about to get remanded. You know what I'm saying? If I saw the judge, and then they was gonna send me to Rikers Island. I'm like, ah, fuck. Now if they send me to the island, I'm like, damn, like this is gonna be all brand new to me. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I didn't have to stay in that that type of environment, because it was just, I felt like I was in a dream and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you live and you learn. You learn from your mistakes and you try to like do better in this life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a quick little video of me getting like arrested in Manhattan for hopping the turnstile. But then my next video, when it rains, I'm gonna drop another one. So y'all stay tuned, tune in or whatever. Just like my videos, I'm not asking for a lot of subscribers. If you like my videos, like I said, I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next Ream video. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.